Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook, Lord of All. My hero has hundreds of millions of supermodels. Chapter 21. In an instant, the tough gold statue burst out with intense golden light. Everyone was surprised by Su Xiao's decisiveness, and even more surprised that he made the right choice. Congratulations on completing the Test of the 12 Gods and gaining 1000 experience points. Close black lens bracket. Congratulations on reaching level 2. Your health will naturally increase by 20 points, your physical strength will naturally increase by 2 points, and your physical defense will naturally increase by 2 points. Gain 1 free attribute allocation point. Close black lens bracket. Congratulations, your level has reached level 3. Your health will naturally increase by 30 points, your physical strength will naturally increase by 3 points, and your physical defense will naturally increase by 3 points. Gain 1 free attribute allocation point. Close black lens bracket. Congratulations, your level has reached level 6. Your health will naturally increase by 60 points, your physical strength will naturally increase by 6 points, and your physical defense will naturally increase by 6 points. Gain 1 free attribute allocation point. Close black lens bracket. With 1000 experience points, Su Xiao's level jumped directly from level 1 to level 6. The increase in strength crazily stimulates the cells of the body and secretes a large amount of dopamine. Such excitement made Su Xiao feel like she was about to lose her soul. He took a few deep breaths, clenched his fists, called up the personal panel information, and allocated 5 free attribute points to physical strength. Open black lens bracket Lord. Su Xiao close black lens bracket. Level 6. Health value 210. Physical strength 26. Spell strength 0. Physical defense 20. Spell defense 0. Skill none. Lord talent mythical 9 stars 3 souls and 6 paths. Experience value 344 hundredths. There are still 60 experience points left to reach level 7. This refreshing feeling made Su Xiao lick her tongue, revealing her desire for experience points. It's really fun. Level 1 jumps directly to level 6. I was envious of the chosen one, remembering my poor leveling process in the sea. As the golden light bloomed, the statue gradually disappeared and turned into 11 feather arrows. Sharp arrows shot at the 11 demon statues. It easily penetrated the golem made of tough gold. The golems shattered, and a palm-sized block fell out of each golem. Everyone put away their surprise at Su Xiao's luck and turned their attention to the square. These 11 puzzle pieces should be the clues to the dungeon. Yan Yuro used her spiritual consciousness to photograph objects from a distance and pulled those cubes in front of everyone. The squares-like puzzle pieces are also made of tough gold. However, the color is not the original black of tough gold, it is dyed with various patterns. I know this, let me fight. With a wave of his hand, Damo Gaian quickly put the 11 pieces of the puzzle together. The complete puzzle reveals an evil ghost with teeth and claws. A starving ghost among the ghost clan. Yaimeng Qinzu subconsciously took a step back. At this moment, the mutated disciple was born. The ghost energy filled the air from the puzzle piece, and Damo Gaian immediately threw it out. Boom! The tyrannical force caused the wall to roar, and there were more cracks in the broken wall. Jia 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 Jia. The ghostly aura of black mist filled the air and soon filled the dilapidated palace. Yan Yuro frowned slightly, held the magic sword in her hand, and with a gesture, her spiritual energy surged, and she constructed a spiritual shield to cover everyone. Spiritual energy fights against ghostly energy. A scrawny starving ghost emerged from the ghostly aura. It smiled sinisterly and stared at everyone greedily. The bones are white and the empty eye sockets are very scary. The sharp teeth dripped with saliva. The slightly opened mouth opened and closed, as if chewing air all the time. Su Xiao felt the surging power in her body and her eyes were eager to try. The starving ghost's information appeared in everyone's Tiandao terminal. Open black lens bracket starving ghost close black lens bracket. Grade. Advanced 9 stars. Level. 20. Health value. 2100. Physical strength. 375. Spell strength. 0. Physical defense. 300. Spell defense. 295. Skills. Violent bite, bloody bite, ghostly erosion. Evaluation. Hell ghosts are very edible. When extremely angry, they will eat whatever they see. Close black lens bracket. Su Xiao, whose strength surged, silently took a step back. His little health is not enough to starve a ghost to death. This damn monster is a level 20 advanced 9-star monster. How about playing? He hasn't even practiced the Lord technique yet, so he has no chance to fight. Beside, Damo Guyan took a deep breath. Go all out. Suddenly, he kicked off his legs, the ground cracked, and he suddenly rushed towards the starving ghost. Yaimeng Qinzu clenched her fists, kicked her legs, and rushed forward together. Yan Yuro made a secret with her left hand and summoned 3 flying swords. I, the chosen one, held a magic wand, closed my eyes, and chanted a spell with the magic power all over my body. Boom! Desert Guyan's golden stone-like fist fell on the starving ghost. Health value -1. Close black lens bracket. I'll kill you. Yimeng Qinzu flew up and kicked, causing the airwave to rise. Open black lens bracket -1. Close black lens bracket. Yan Yuro's 3 flying swords rotated and cut. Open black lens bracket -2. Close black lens bracket. I, the chosen one, am still chanting the incantation. The attacks from everyone fell like a violent storm, but the damage caused to the starving ghost was pitifully low. Roar! Dade Guyan roared angrily, his fist glowing with golden light, and he smashed it into the hungry ghost's ferocious mouth. HP -30, weak point attack. Close black lens bracket. However, the hungry ghost took advantage of the opportunity and took a bite. Health value -90. Close black lens bracket. The solitary smoke in the desert was quickly withdrawn. After a while, everyone returned to guard the spiritual energy shield. No, this ghost energy will weaken our strength. Damo Guyan's arm was dripping with blood, and he stared at the starving ghost. Not far away, a starving ghost greedily licked the blood on the ground. Step by step, he approached everyone. Buy time for me, I can break through its defenses. I, the chosen one, said seriously. Good. Everyone attacked again. I am the chosen one began a long chant. Perhaps the fighting was too fierce, or perhaps the palace was too dilapidated. A huge boulder fell, and by chance, it hit me, the chosen one, on the head. Hold, grass. The ultimate move that I chanted for 5 minutes was interrupted, and I, the chosen one, blushed. At this moment, Su Xiao had a deeper understanding of the bad luck of me being the chosen one. He couldn't get involved in a battle of this level. Who knew that I, the chosen one, could be hit by a stone from the ceiling? Maz, I can't hold it anymore. Damo Guyan and Yaimeng Qinzu retreated into the spiritual shield again. To resist the attack of the starving ghosts, they mainly rely on their 2 martial arts cultivators. However, they were now covered in wounds. The starving ghost's health dropped by less than 1/10. Yan Yuro sighed. It would be nice if my level were 1 or 2 levels higher. Su Xiao stared at the hungry ghost who kept licking the floor and frowned slightly. This Lord Dungeon Pass should not lead them to death. Since it can't be passed, why does it take so long to match? Etc. Su Xiao noticed a message from the starving ghost. Evaluation. Hell ghosts are very edible. When extremely angry, they will eat whatever they see. Close black lens bracket. Suddenly, Su Xiao's eyes lit up. He thought of a way to break the situation. Captain Guyan, can you hold off the hungry ghost for a while, using only defense, not offense? Su Xiao's phrase, Captain Guyan, is very useful to listen to Desert Guyan. Regardless of his injuries, Dado Guyan grinned and said, of course. Listen to Gui Xiao, we will defend with all our strength. As he spoke, he took out a pill and drank it directly. The wounds on his body were steaming and healing at a speed visible to the naked eye. Yaimeng Qinzu on the side seemed to be retreating. The martial arts physique makes me, the chosen one, envious. Its attack may become a little crazy later, come on. Su Xiao said again. Hearing this, Yan Yuro glanced at Su Xiao and increased the spiritual power output to the spiritual power shield. The 4 of them stared at the hungry ghost. They did not take the initiative to attack and defended with all their strength. The starving ghost was still licking the floor greedily, as if he wanted to lick it through. This made Damo Guyan wonder, is his blood so delicious? At this moment, Damo Guyan smelled a scent, his appetite surged, and he subconsciously swallowed a mouthful of saliva. The hungry ghost who was lying on the ground with his head lowered and licking the floor suddenly raised his head. Scarlet light glowed from the empty eye sockets. Staring straight ahead, staring at Su Xiao. Well, let's borrow a fire. Su Xiao said. Everyone couldn't help but look at Su Xiao. Su Xiao was holding the axe that Wan Gaoyuan had eliminated in his hand. Everyone knows the initial pickaxe that can be obtained at the beginning. But they couldn't understand the big piece of meat skewered on the axe. What kind of meat is this? Are the raw ones so fragrant? I, the chosen one, snapped my fingers, and a ball of fire was born out of thin air, suspended in midair, burning blazingly. Immediately, Su Xiao started grilling the meat. Roar! The starving ghost suddenly hit the spiritual shield, and the powerful force made Yanyu's delicate body tremble. Block it! Dade Guyan shouted, and immediately took a step forward, colliding with the starving ghost when it launched its attack, thereby reducing the power of the starving ghost's attack. The sizzling sound continued, and drops of golden oil continued to emerge from under the golden and crispy skin. The aroma of barbecued meat fills your nostrils and makes your mouth water. This smell made the spiritual energy running in Yan Yuro's body a little more chaotic. She swore that she was definitely not a foodie. As a saint in the world of cultivation, she has tasted all kinds of delicacies and elixirs. But at this moment, she was a little confused. Why did the gods and ghosts roast meat to make her appetite so strong? It made her feel like she was starving to death. No, Brother Guixiao, what kind of meat are you doing? Why don't you let me take a bite first? Yaimeng Qinzu couldn't bear it any longer. There's no rush, you guys stop the hungry guys first. Su Xiao turned the barbecue over. Even the two ladies had a desire for this barbecue, not to mention the evil-looking starving ghost. The hungry devil launched an attack frantically, and everyone had to turn their attention away from the barbecue and use all their strength to block the hungry devil's attack. Their health points continued to decrease. The aroma of barbecue aroused their nerves. Almost. Su Xiao couldn't help it anymore. I saw him eating the watermelon-sized barbecue in 3 mouthfuls, regardless of how hot it was. No, can you eat it? Why don't you spit it out and give me some? A dream makes Qinzu want to cry but has no tears. The starving ghost was angry, and his endless anger arose from his heart and burned. Persian-level dragon meat is really fragrant. Su Xiao puffed her mouth and slurred her words. A starving ghost, completely crazy and losing his mind. Anger burns away all reason. The starving ghost started gnawing on the spot, gnawing on the stones and the 11 broken statues. Regardless of whether he could bite or not, he swallowed it wholeheartedly. How can it digest the fragments of a statue made of tough gold? Soon, the hungry ghost's belly got bigger and bigger. Under the astonished eyes of everyone, he pushed himself to death and exploded to death. The starving ghost has been defeated. Close black lens bracket. Dungeon exploration is 30% complete. Close black lens bracket. Based on performance, each member will receive periodic rewards. God knows what the ghost knows. 1000 experience points, legendary troop recruitment card x10. Smoke in the desert, 200 experience points. Misty rain, 200 experience points. One dream of 1000 snows, 200 experience points. I am the chosen one, none. Close black lens bracket. Congratulations on reaching level 7. Your health will naturally increase by 70 points, your physical strength will naturally increase by 7 points, and your physical defense will naturally increase by 7 points. Gain 1 free attribute allocation point. Close black lens bracket. Congratulations, your level has reached level 8. Your health will naturally increase by 80 points, your physical strength will naturally increase by 8 points, and your physical defense will naturally increase by 8 points. Gain 1 free attribute allocation point. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Lord. Su Xiao close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket level 8 close black lens bracket. Experience value 446 hundredths. Holy crap, why? I am the chosen one and I am a little anxious. Everyone gained something, but he got nothing. Damo Guyan said angrily. You didn't do anything and let us get beaten for 5 minutes in vain. You still want a reward. I, the chosen one, was very unconvinced. Then Guixiao's meat was roasted on my fire. Yan Yuro laughed dumbly, and then glanced at Su Xiao enviously. God knows what ghosts know. When I entered the dungeon with them, I was only at level 1. In less than an hour, it has reached level 8. Not only that, He also received a legendary troop recruitment card. Legendary troop recruitment cards are different from troop buildings. The military building can recruit troops continuously. The legendary troop recruitment card can be used to recruit troops directly in the troop space. Although there are only 10 of them, the 10 legendary arms will greatly improve the strength of the territory in the early stage. Brother Guixiao, what kind of meat are you eating? Can you give me a taste? Yaimeng Qinzu looked at Su Xiao expectantly. At this time, Su Xiao had just swallowed the last bite of meat. He took out a wooden cup and drank several swigs of water. Then he sighed in admiration and replied, "It's dragon meat." Dragon meat. Damo Guyan raised his eyebrows. Dragon meat can't be so fragrant. Su Xiao smiled and said, "It's boss-level dragon meat." Boss-level dragon meat. Everyone stared at Su Xiao in shock. Desert Guyan's pupils shrank. A BOSS-level dragon is at least a legend to begin with. Coupled with the power of the boss's life form, how could it be that the new lord could conquer it? Yan Yuro took a deep breath and said with a dumb smile, "Guixiao, you are really hiding your secrets. Brother Xiao, you are really beefy. From now on, you will be the big brother of our team. If you say one thing, I will never say two things. When I first came in, I was level 1, and now my experience points are higher than mine. Brother Xiao, this copy is simply designed just for you. I am the chosen one," and complained. Although his words were a lot exaggerated, he didn't mean to flatter him, he was just so impatient. Haha, the eldest brother still has to be Captain Guyan. Su Xiao responded with a smile. Everyone chatted for a while and then began to search for copies separately. Su Xiao's income made them very greedy. This would be enough for anyone else to reach level 10. Guixiao, you are already level 8, do you still want to follow me? Yan Yuro looked at Su Xiao curiously. Su Xiao said rather embarrassedly, "I haven't practiced the Lord technique yet, so my strength is low." Ah, Yan Yuro was stunned for a moment. Do you still need to practice the Lord technique? Are you a technologically advanced person who has not undergone body modification? Personal reasons, no. Su Xiao shook her head. In that case, let's go. By the way, Guixiao, do you still have your boss-level dragon meat? I want to buy some. Of course, I won't let you suffer. I will pay a high price. Well, there is a little more. Along the way, Su Xiao and Yan Yuro chatted. Su Xiao felt that Yan Yuro was very easy to talk to, so she asked some questions about cultivation. Even if you don't use it in the future, it is still very helpful for expanding your horizons. At least you won't be confused when you encounter a powerful enemy of a cultivator. To this, Yan Yuro knew everything and answered. As everyone explored, the progress of the copy gradually increased, and soon reached 99%. The reason why this fairy palace was lost is because of the Ghost Clan. Now, we only need one direct evidence on the surface to pass the level. It takes 1,200 experience points to upgrade from level 9 to level 10, and Desert Guyan is just the last step. Yan Yuro, Yaimeng Qinzu, and I am the chosen one have all reached level 9. Su Xiao, the same thing. You have to give me a treasure to clear this level. I am the chosen one with a very depressed tone. Everyone has obtained rare items, and Su Xiao even has a legendary troop recruitment card. And he got nothing except experience points. There must be some, tell me what you discovered. Damo Guyan said again. They have finished exploring this map, and there is still no movement in the last 1% exploration rate. Therefore, we gathered together again to discuss countermeasures. What's the value of my discovery? Just listen to Brother Xiao. I, the chosen one, looked at Su Xiao. Everyone also looked at Su Xiao. Along the way, Shenji Guixiao did not show high combat effectiveness, but some of the decisions he made were surprisingly useful. To be honest, this performance is a bit unlike those talented lords of technological civilization. The more they get in touch with each other, the more they feel the mystery of the gods and ghosts. He seems to understand nothing, and yet he seems to understand everything. Facing everyone's gaze, Su Xiao pondered for a moment. He did feel somewhat familiar with this copy. The reason is that his hero is the 12-winged holy angel Milti. This lost fairy dome comes from a civilization that believes in angels. It can't be said that they believe in angels, at least as Su Xiao learned, they believe in Milti's civilization. Therefore, when encountering difficulties, you only need to rely on the angels. I personally feel that the key to clearing the dungeon lies in the tough gold statue at the beginning. Su Xiao said. That statue. Everyone looked at Su Xiao in confusion. Judging from the levels of the dungeon along the way, even if the mission fails, it will have no impact on the overall level. After all, the probability is 1 in 12, and not everyone is as lucky as God knows and ghosts know. Yes, that statue contains the power to break tough metal, which is extraordinary. Su Xiao replied. But even so, that statue has turned into golden light and disappeared. Yan Yuro looked at Su Xiao doubtfully. Yes, but there are still fragments of those shattered tough gold statues. The hungry ghosts did not eat all the fragments of the statues. There should be traces of related power residues on them. Su Xiao explained. In that case, let's go explore again without further delay. After Desert Gaian finished speaking, everyone set off across the swamp and headed towards the dilapidated palace again. Counting the time, they have been in this copy for several hours. Today's day has almost passed by like this. In 2 days there will be a wave of monsters attacking the city. We must seize the time to clear the dungeon. Returning to the ruined palace, everyone began to study the broken statue fragments. That's not right, the chosen one, suddenly said. If that's the case, then if we didn't defeat the starving ghost at the beginning, wouldn't there be no hope of completing the level? So this should have nothing to do with the last 1% of exploration. Haha, Damo Gaian smiled. Since you think so, then there is even more need to search here. Yes, Su Xiao nodded and said, do you have any method to extract the power attached to these tough golds? If they are ordinary metals, stacking them all together and melting them at high temperatures will allow those strange powers to dissipate. But this is the hardest metal in the world. Everyone fell into deep thought. Suddenly, my chosen one's eyes lit up and I shouted, I have a way. Let me try it. Everyone glanced at me, the chosen one, with eyes full of distrust. I really have a way. Tianxuan, was a little anxious. If this is really about 1% of the progress of clearing the level, and he can complete it, he must have made an outstanding contribution and can get a good copy reward. He didn't want to be separated by everyone in the final copy settlement. Okay, I'll leave it to you. Damo Gaian said. These tough gold fragments are too heavy. I am weak, so you guys pile them together first. I am the chosen one and said one more thing. Sadamo Gaian and Yaimeng Qinzu acted as manual laborers. Soon, the tough gold fragments from everywhere were collected together and piled into a small mountain. Immediately, I became the chosen one, took out my staff and closed my eyes. A long chant began. 10 minutes later, everyone looked at me in boredom. Su Xiao stared at the ceiling, fearing that another stone would fall and hit my head, interrupting the singing. At this moment, there was a sudden shocking roar. Violent thunder and flames emerged out of thin air and intertwined. I am the chosen one opened his eyes, revealing his brilliant eyes, and the surge of magic power made the hem of his clothes rise slightly. Thunder and fire from the sky. The sky roars with shock, fall. As the words fell, I am the chosen one. Infinitely powerful thunder and flames ravaged the entire palace, spinning and compressing toward the mountains of tough gold. Fusion, explosion, hiss. Yaimeng Qinzu took a breath of cold air. Brother Tianxuan has such a powerful move, he's really awesome. The tough gold fragments piled into a small mountain were bombarded and scattered in all directions. Yan Yuro hurriedly opened the spiritual shield to protect everyone. The tough gold fragments shot in all directions, but there was no sign of melting due to the attacks of thunder and fire. However, there was a ray of golden aura escaping from it. This is it. Su Xiao's eyes lit up and she stepped forward to hold it. The golden aura solidified into a picture in his hands. Everyone recognized what was recorded in this picture, which was the civilization of Fang Shanchong. Black ghostly energy infects the fairy dome. It fully shows that the reason why Xianchong was lost was because of the invasion of ghosts. Suddenly, the Tiandao terminal in everyone's mind sounded the prompt for clearing the dungeon. Congratulations on completing the dungeon. The comprehensive assessment and settlement of the dungeon are in progress. Please wait. The pleasant tone brought a smile to everyone's face, and golden light fell on everyone. Dade Gaian laughed loudly. Haha. Legend. I got the legend. Me too. Me too. The legend of the opening is about to take off. Now go back and show those old bastards a good look. Yaimeng Chinzu jumped twice in excitement. Yan Yuro smiled and said nothing, all her meaning was unspoken. Hey, golden legend. My chosen one's eyes brightened. Considering how unlucky he is, it can be said that he is lucky to be able to obtain this kind of thing. Hey, brother Guixiao, why aren't you exposed? Yaimeng Chinzu looked at Su Xiao doubtfully. Everyone was puzzled. With the performance of the gods and ghosts, the reward for clearing this dungeon should be very generous. At this moment, colorful rays of light fell from the sky and landed on Su Xiao. Everyone was shocked and trembling. 7. Colorful. Colorful, symbolizing mythology in the endless world. The comprehensive settlement rewards for the copy are as follows. God knows and Ghost knows, 1000 experience points, Mythical Lord skill Hunyuan Faceless skill. Desert Smoke, 1000 experience points, Legendary Hero Recruitment Card X1. Misty Rain Rouge, 1000 experience points, Legendary Weapon Blue Water Magic Sword. Yaimeng Chinzu, 1000 experience points, Legendary Military Building Card ×1. I Am the Chosen One, 1000 experience points, Legendary City Wall Building Card ×1. The large amount of experience points raise the levels of all 5 people to level 10. But they have no time to pay attention to the excitement brought by strength. Their eyes were all staring at Su Xiao with complicated expressions. The colorful light falling from the sky was really too dazzling. Colorful, that's a myth. Why can legendary lord dungeons produce mythical output? This is too scary and too exaggerated. Xiao, brother Xiao, you. My Tianshuan anger was stuck in my throat and I couldn't say anything. The 3 people on the side also looked at Su Xiao in silence. The entire 3000 worlds of the human race. How many people can witness the arrival of the myth? Unexpectedly, they met just on the 4th day after becoming lords. Excuse me, is it the lord technique of the mythical star? Yan Yuro asked softly. She had previously been puzzled that people like Shinji Guixiao actually needed lord skills. Now, with the mythical lord's technique in front of her, she would rather just break it off and rebuild it on the spot. This is a cultivator who has done nothing. As a saint in the world of cultivation, the techniques practiced by Yan Yuro are only rated at the legendary 1-star level in the endless world. In other words, her growth coefficient only reached legend 1 star. Even if you practice the techniques at home, as your level of cultivation increases, you can advance to higher levels in the future. Even if you fight to the death, you can only reach the legendary 9-star level. Epic cannot be reached. There are no epics in the 3000 worlds of the human race. Not to mention mythology. Well, there's no star rating written on it. Su Xiao said, then revealed the properties of Hunyuan Faceless Kung Fu in front of everyone. The 4 of them were stunned for a moment, and then stared at the Tiandao terminal information intently. Hunyuan Faceless Kung Fu. Level. Myth. Category. Lord skills. Ability. The body is formless, loses the natural growth of attributes, and loses the free distribution of attribute points. Obtain the combat power of heroes in the designated territory, and you can switch hero objects by yourself. Every time the lord level increases by 10 levels, the skill level increases by 1 level. First level effect. 50% of the combat power of the designated hero can be obtained. Second level effect. 60% of the combat power of the designated hero can be obtained. ... Closing square bracket. Ah, why is this a thing? Isn't this the famous useless technique? I was stunned. Binding the lord's combat power to the hero can be said to be a tasteless thing. Because in this way, the strength is not as good as that of the hero. Moreover, you must have high-level heroes so that your combat effectiveness can be strong. If we say, your hero has only reached the advanced level, even if he has practiced the mythical Hunyuan Faceless Kung Fu, he can only exert half of the strength of the advanced level. Damn this, it's a sinkhole. Everyone looked strange. No wonder, legendary level dungeons can obtain mythical level lord skills. It turns out that this is how it is. Yan Yuro murmured softly. Well, Damo Guyan patted Su Xiao's shoulder twice. Guixiao, my condolences. Ha ha ha, I originally thought that I would be the worst for getting a city wall, but I didn't expect that there would be someone worse off than me. Brother Xiao, you are so funny, ha ha ha. I was the chosen one, laughing so loudly that my eyes almost shed tears. This was the first time he had seen someone more unlucky than him. The city wall is not useless. Su Xiao looked at me, the chosen one, laughing, and said dumbly, then I will exchange the dragon meat from the legendary boss for your legendary city wall building card, are you willing? Of course not. I, the chosen one, decisively refused. Compared with the appetite, the city wall is more solid. Although it is not offensive, it does not help much in the early development of the territory. But it is still very effective in guarding the territory. There is no need to worry about the city wall collapsing in 1,000 years. Even if his territory is at sea, he can still find a way to figure it out. Among them, the ones with the best luck belong to Damo Guyan and Yaimeng Qinzu. One got the legendary hero recruitment card, and the other got the legendary troop building card. Legendary heroes and troops. The strength of the territory has really increased. Brother Guixiao, everyone, I'm leaving now. See you again later. Yaimeng Qinzu did not laugh at Su Xiao for obtaining the useless lord technique. She couldn't wait to recruit legendary soldiers and take them out to level up. After saying that, Yaimeng Qinzu exited the copy space. See you later. Yan Yuro also went offline. I got a legendary weapon. Although it is suitable for me, it is much worse than Desert Guyan and Yaimeng Qinzu. But compared to Tianshuan and Shenji Guixiao, the advantages of the early start are much greater. Take care. Damo Guyan clasped his fists and logged off. At this time, it was time to let Shenji Guixiao rest alone. It obviously played an indelible and important role in the dungeon, but I didn't expect to get such a useless thing after clearing the level. Even if it were him, he wouldn't be able to accept it. Haha, I'll slip away then. Goodbye, Brother Xiao. We'll join you in the next copy. I am the chosen one and I log off. 4 people have gone offline and the copy has been cleared. Su Xiao looked at the empty and dilapidated palace, took a deep breath, and used the Hunyuan faceless skill. The designated hero, the sacred 12-winged angel, Murti. In an instant, the angel burst into glory. 12 white wings bloomed from behind Su Xiao. His hair turned from black to gold, and then transformed into pure silver. Pale golden eyes, with a rich angelic light. Su Xiao raised her hand and waved it casually. The dilapidated palace in front of him was divided into 2. The golden light is like the falling light from the sky. Su Xiao grinned. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.